Well, once again, you join me in the garden, and this morning we're going to do a little bit of a identify the fruit tree. Now, we start with this one, fairly simple one. I'm sure that you're all familiar with what they are, apples. If you move along, you come to maybe something a little bit more difficult, particularly at this time of year. We have here some fruit that is becoming ripe. These are plums, and behind this we come to another tree which at the top has got some more fruit, an apple. And it's not always easy to tell trees apart, particularly when they're just in leaf, or even apple trees between an eater and a cooker. But when you taste them, that's when you realise what is what. And so we're coming to the end of Jesus's incredible Kingdom Manifesto, what we call the Sermon on the Mount. And Jesus is drawing things to a conclusion, and he's contrasting the life of the kingdom, the life of flourishing, and he's comparing that with the life of a religious life which is based out of effort and works and looking good. And he's making this point in Matthew 7 verse 15. Watch out for false prophets. Every tree that bears good fruit, every good tree bears good fruit, and bad trees bear bad fruit. And this is the challenge that he's challenging the people of his day. He's walking through a beautiful orchard, big old fruit trees, even got labels on them saying their ancestry and pedigree. And Jesus is saying all of this is coming down. He said this is all about looking good rather than being rooted good. And the life of flourishing is a life rooted in God. It's at the heart of the issue is the human heart. And one is connected to the sinful nature, to pride, and the other is connected to the life-giving spirit, to humility in God. One produces the fruit of the Holy Spirit, which talks about love, joy, and peace, and righteousness, generosity, people that are living a flourishing life. And the other is about producing a life of sinfulness, of greed, of idolatry, of religious pride. And Jesus reminds every one of us, as we put this word into practice, that he is looking for fruit. And fruit comes from root. Root gives birth to shoot, and shoot gives birth to the fruit of God's Spirit.